kama anapenda kujenga kanisa sana, si ile kanisa ilichoma pale Kiambaa pamoja na watoto wajenge hiyo kwanza kabla kujenga hii State House.
On July 5th, 2025, at a somber funeral in Nyeri, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua unleashed a scathing attack on President William Ruto, igniting a fresh political firestorm. His target, a controversial 1.2 billion shillings church project at State House, Gachagua did not hold back, invoking the haunting memory of the Kiambaa church tragedy. President William Ruto's administration recently announced plans to construct a 1.2 billion shillings church at State House, a move that has sparked widespread debate. Supporters argue it symbolizes Ruto's commitment to faith-based leadership, while critics call it a misuse of public funds during economic hardship.
Ni kweli mimi najenga kanisa hapa State House. Na sijengi na pesa ya serikali, mimi najenga na pesa.
Enter Rigathi Gachagua, Ruto's former deputy, who was impeached in October 2024, speaking at his Aunt Gladys Gathoni Kahua's funeral in Nyeri. Gachagua seized the moment to challenge Ruto's priorities, delivering a message that resonated deeply with many Kenyans.
Mama mzee kama 70 years wa CWA akaniambia, nimesikia William Ruto anajenga kanisa pale. Sasa kama anapenda kujenga kanisa sana, si ile kanisa ilichoma pale Kiambaa pamoja na watoto wajenge hiyo kwanza kabla kujenga hii State House. William Ruto, we are asking you, we don't have a problem if you like building churches, but since 2007, why don't you get a part of that 1.2 billion and go and rebuild the Kiambaa church that was touched with our children inside? And then kutoka hapo tuweze kuendelea.
His words were a direct jab at Ruto, urging him to focus on healing old wounds rather than building new structures. The Kiambaa church, a symbol of the 2007-2008 post-election violence, remains a painful scar for many. Gachagua's call was not just about funds, it was a challenge to Ruto's moral and political credibility. The Kiambaa church tragedy is etched in Kenya's memory. During the 2007-2008 post-election violence, a church in Kiambaa was set ablaze, killing over 30 people, including women and children who had sought refuge there. The incident, part of the violence that claimed over 1,000 lives, was linked to ethnic tensions and remains a sensitive issue. Gachagua's reference to Kiambaa was not just rhetorical, it was a reminder of unresolved pain, especially in the Rift Valley and among the Mount Kenya community who feel betrayed by Ruto's leadership.
As a community, we are in trouble and we are at crossroads. My mother here had warned me that William Ruto is an evil man, and if he is elected president, he'll persecute me, my children, and our community. It has come to pass.
Gachagua's speech went beyond the church project. He accused Ruto of orchestrating a political purge against the Mount Kenya community, claiming a secret State House meeting ordered a crackdown on its members. He alleged that 92% of over 400 recent arrests targeted his community, calling it persecution.
Out of the more than 400 people who have been arrested, 92% are people from this region. On trumped-up charges, no evidence, nothing. Just as my aunt here had told me that this community shall face persecution. I'm not worried about myself because I'm the one who caused a mess. So me, I can be persecuted, my children can also be persecuted. But for my community, we need help. Watoto wetu wote wamefutwa kazi. KRA amefuta watu wetu. Polisi amefuta watu wetu. Kila pahali biashara zetu zimeharibika. Juzi ametuma watu Nairobi wamechoma biashara zetu. But our greatest concern where we need help is the decision that was made last Saturday in State House when the president summoned all the police commanders and ordered an onslaught and persecution of our community. And it has begun in earnest.
Gachagua also expressed regret for supporting Ruto in 2022, apologizing to Mount Kenya for ignoring warnings about Ruto's intentions. His words signal a deepening rift, with Gachagua positioning himself as a defender of his region.
The traitors of our community, nyinyi waheshimiwa, mumeungana na William Ruto kuhangaisha jamii, kuumiza watoto wetu. It's unfortunate.
This is not the first time Rigathi Gachagua has clashed with Ruto. Since his impeachment, he accused Ruto of corruption, tribalism, and even plotting to eliminate him. Ruto, in response, has dismissed Gachagua as divisive, claiming he demanded 10 billion shillings to secure Mount Kenya's support, a claim Gachagua denies. The feud has split Mount Kenya's political loyalties, with some leaders backing Ruto and others rallying behind Gachagua. As 2027 elections loom, this battle for the region's vote could reshape Kenya's political landscape.
Huyu MP wa Kikuyu akatafuta William Ruto na akamwambia hiyo watoto wasiwachiliwe, lazima wafungwe. So police wakasema the only way, because now the courts have released them, there is no other way. They should be rearrested and charged with offenses under the Terrorism Act.
Gachagua's remarks tap into a broader frustrations, economic struggles, perceived marginalization, and unresolved historical grievances. The Kiambaa reference reminds Kenyans of the cost of political violence, while the State House church debate raises questions about priorities, with Gen Z protest, rising anti-Ruto sentiment, and a fractured Kenya Kwanza coalition. Gachagua's defiance could galvanize opposition.
But for my community, we need help.
For Kenyans, especially in Mount Kenya region, this is a call to reflect on leadership and accountability ahead of 2027. Rigathi Gachagua's bold challenge to President William Ruto has reignited debates about leadership, faith, and justice in Kenya. Will Ruto respond, or will this feud further divide the nation? Share your thoughts in the comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader Kering Chebet.